Hi guys, today we're here to do a Pilates flow using a mini ball. We're going to be focusing on our core today, working into the obliques, the deep abdominal muscles, and a bit of the back. As always, make sure you listen to your body throughout this class. If you need to modify any exercise, please feel free to do so. When you're ready, grab a mat, grab a squishy ball, and we will get started. Alright guys, so we're going to start turn sideways on our mat. We're going to place that ball in between the inner thighs, about halfway between the knees and the pubic bone. Hands to the backs of the thighs here, and just sit up tall on your sit bones. Let's just roll our shoulders up, back, and down a few times. Establish a nice posture here, sitting up tall on those sit bones. Spine is long, neck is long. Beautiful. Relax those shoulders all the way down the back, and let's start to lengthen those arms here. Fingertips towards the backs of the knees. Just give me a squeeze on that ball and release. Squeeze and release. Now you can completely release your hands here or hold on for a little extra support. Nice. Now every time you squeeze that ball, I want you to deeply scoop out those abdominals. Squeeze. Squeeze. 4 more here. 4. Really tucking that tailbone under. Last 2. Now hold the squeeze on the ball. Let's take just our left elbow back and front. Switch to the other side. Back and front. A few more like this, nice and slow, nice and controlled. Shoulders still stay facing forward. Nice job. A little quicker here. Pull, stretch. Pull, stretch. Now you can stay here with our single arm, or we'll go double and reach. Double and reach. Stretching those elbows towards the floor behind you. Squeezing that ball as you stretch your arms forward a little more. Down and forward. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, last time. Let's sit all the way up and give our spine a second. Beautiful job here, guys. When you're ready, take the hands back to the backs of the thighs. Squeeze the ball, tuck the tailbone under. Let's roll back to that straight arm position. This time through, one arm reaches up and down, the other arm reaches up and down. Every time an arm reaches towards the ceiling, you're going to deepen that scoop of the core. Nice job. 8, 7, 6. 4 more here. Add that squeeze on the ball as the arm lifts. Last 2. Last time. Now stay with these singles or double arms. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Shoulders are sliding down the back. You've got 4 more and 3 more. Last 2 and last time. Beautiful job. Roll it up. Give that spine a moment. Nice. Relax your shoulder blades down. 1 more round or 2. 1 more round each side. Squeeze that ball, straighten the arms. Roll the tailbone under. Release just your left arm. Now we're going to sweep that arm up and over and up and back. Up and over and up and back. We're going to stay at this pace the whole time. Again, your other hand can be on your thigh, or you can just release it there. Nice job, guys. Deeply squeeze into that ball to steady through the hips. Just 2 more on this side. Last time. Nice. Right to the other side. Grab onto that thigh if you'd like. Open and close the arm. Up and over. Up and over. Rotating through that rib cage. Nice. 4 more here. And 3. Beautiful job. Last 2. And last time. Hands go forward. Let's roll the spine all the way down to the mat. Beautiful job. Align yourself right at the center. Deeply squeeze into that ball. And let's just start our mat work with a little tuck of the tailbone. and release. So what is happening here? You're tucking the tailbone under, drawing it a little closer to your belly button, using your deep abdominals to scoop that tailbone up. Exhale and inhale. Your upper body is nice and quiet, so shoulders relaxed, neck is long, gaze is towards the sky. 4 more. And 3. Good, really exhale, last 2. And last time. Beautiful, release the tailbone down for a moment. Let's float the heels, bring the knees into a tabletop position here. And now we're gonna reach your toes forward and down, and up and tuck the tail. Forward and down, up and tuck the tail. So you can tap those toes all the way down, or you can keep this movement very, very small. As you roll that tailbone under and lift the hips up, really press your low back down into the floor. Find that breath. Last 3. Last 2. And last time. Very nice. Lower the toes all the way down. Keep the heels lifted. Hands come back behind the head. Elbows in your peripheral vision. And now let's start to exhale, curl up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lower. Every time I curl the head, neck, and chest up, I am squeezing that ball. Elbows reaching wide across the room. Just 2 more here. And last time. Now lower the head down, hands stay behind the head. We're going to combine those 2 movements here. So knees back up into tabletop. When you're ready, tuck the tail under, lift the hips, lower the toes all the way, lift the head, neck, and chest, lower the head, neck, and chest. Knees lift, tuck and roll, toes lower, head lifts. Now on this one, just go at your own pace. Find a pace that works for you where you can stay in control. Nice. And still feel those abdominals firing up. Beautiful. 4 more. And 3. Nice, last 2. Now as those toes lower forward towards the floor, just be careful that the front ribs don't start to flare towards the ceiling. Beautiful, toes come all the way back down to the ground. Let's lower our heels this time. Beautiful job. Squeeze that ball a little bit, curl your head, neck, and chest up, and rotate towards me. Now we're gonna reach our front elbow towards our ball. Little reach forward. Little reach forward. So your upper body is in rotation, and then we're just deepening that rotation. Imagine you had a little string attached to your elbow, and it's just pulling you towards that ball. That's it. 4 more here. 3. Last 2. And last time. Come back center, lower down, take an inhale. Exhale, curl the head, neck, and chest up, rotate away from me, and now again, that elbow reaches towards the ball. Good, 4 more. 3, last 2, and last time. Lower the head, lower the arms down by the sides, nice. Bring your heels a little bit closer in towards your bum. Squeeze the ball, and let's do a little bridge here. So initiate the movement by tucking the tailbone under and just roll the spine up. Try to open the fronts of those hips, soften the front of the rib cage. Good, and roll it all the way down. Nice, a few more just like that. Roll it up and roll it down. Last 2. Again, shoulders and neck are completely relaxed here. Even weight through the feet. Last time. Good, now keep those hips up, reach with your hand, grab onto your ball, take that ball, place it underneath your sacrum. That's that diamond-shaped space at your low back. Arms down by the sides, front ribs are soft, knees come into a tabletop position. Now let's bring our knees apart and our heels together into frog. And we're gonna reach and point the toes, flex and bend the knees. Reach and point the toes, flex and bend the knees. Good job. You choose the angle that those legs extend to. Can be higher or lower towards the floor. You just don't want to arch your low back. Nice, 2 more here. Good, now reach those legs out, hold them long. Bring just the left leg up to the ceiling and lower it back down. Then just the right leg up to the ceiling and lower it back down. Nice and controlled here, 4 more to go. Last 2. And last time. Nice job. Bend those knees back in. Bring your inner thighs together. Wrap your toes around an imaginary little pole like you're a bird on a perch here. Squeeze those inner thighs and press the legs out and bring the legs in. Press the legs out and bring the legs in. So we're strengthening and mobilizing our arches of our feet. At the same time, we're deeply squeezing those inner thighs together and keeping the abdominals firing up by keeping the body as still in space as possible as the legs move. So lots going on here. Nice, just 2 more to come. And last time. Beautiful job. Reach your toes up to the ceiling. Soften the knees just a touch and turn the soles of the feet together. Press the soles of the feet together actively. And here we are going to just lower our legs forward and lift them back up. Lower them forward and lift them up. Soft front of the ribs. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. 4 more here. And 3. Last 2. And 1 more time. Very nice job. Let's lower our feet down to the floor, lift our hips up, and take that ball out completely. Very nice job. Now that ball is going to come back in between the inner thighs here, halfway between the knees and the pubic bone, arms down by the sides. Give that ball a little squeeze. Reach your hips over to one side, your knees over to one side, the opposite hip will lift. We're going to extend both legs, bend both legs, and come center. Same thing other side. Rotate at the waist, extend the legs, bend the knees, and come back center a little quicker. Over, reach, bend, center. Over, reach, bend, center. Both shoulders are equally weighted on that mat. Nice job. 4 more here. Find all that length through the legs. Last 2. Last time. Very nice job. Now extend your legs towards the ceiling. Soft bend in the knees is okay if you have super tight hamstrings. And then let's rock our knees, our toes over to one side. And now we're just going to do a little lift and lower. Again, equal weight through both shoulders. Just working these obliques for a few seconds on this side. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. Last time. Back to center. Reassess your shoulder stability. Bring those feet over to the other side, and let's do a little lift lower here. So again, actively squeeze into that ball and use your obliques to bring those hips slightly back to the middle. 4 more here. 3. Last 2. And last time. Bring those feet back to center. Take your ball in between your hands. And now let's extend our legs forward on the mat. Flex your feet, toes pointing towards the ceiling. Ball reaching towards the ceiling, collarbones wide for our roll up. So when you're ready, chin comes to chest, gaze goes forward, and we peel our spine up off the mat, round the spine and reach the ball towards our feet. Then we're gonna roll it right back down to the mat, one vertebra at a time. Keep tucking that tailbone under, and finally reach the ball overhead. Again, arms come forward, gaze comes forward, head, neck, and chest lift. Round and reach towards the feet. Beautiful. And then slowly descend back towards the mat, one vertebra at a time. Reach the ball over your head. Let's do 2 more like that. Round, roll, reach, roll, round, reach. One more time. Last time here. Nice. Now let's stay grounded on the floor. Bend your right knee into tabletop. Bend your left knee into tabletop. Take that ball onto your left knee. Take your opposite elbow and place it on the ball. Hands come back behind the head now. Option to extend the opposite leg or toe on the floor. When you're ready, we're just going to drive the knee into the ball. Drive the elbow into the ball at the same time. Exhale as we do all of that. Nice. 8 more here. 8, 7. Good. 4. Last 2. And last time. Grab that ball. Stay lifted. Reach the ball past your thigh. Little pulse and lift. Up, 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 up. You've got 8 more. Hips are stable here. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down through center. Ball comes to the opposite thigh. Opposite elbow presses into the ball. Lift up into rotation. Option for the other toe to be down or extended. Little pulse. Nice. Last 8, 7, 6. Grab that ball, stay lifted, little pulse forward and up. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice job. Lower the feet, lower the head. Beautiful. So now let's just take that ball and we're going to place it underneath the base of our neck. Now this is only if it feels comfortable. If you have a huge ball or your ball is very small, this might not feel appropriate, so the head could be all the way down on the ground. If you're coming with me, one toe to the ceiling, grab onto the back of that calf, extend your opposite leg long. Deepen your belly, tuck your tailbone under slightly. Now we're just going to pull twice on this leg and switch. Pull twice and pull twice. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. So your head is getting a little bit of support, your neck is getting a little support if you're using that ball, but you're not relying on it, right? You're still deeply engaging those abdominals to move the legs through space. You've got 4 more here, 3, last 2, and last time. Now hands frame the floor, fingertips come down, and now we just switch and switch, switch and switch. 8, 7, 6, really reach those toes all the way across the room. You've got 4, 3, last 2. Now we're gonna add on a little bit. 2 switches, 1, 2, and a big helicopter around. 1, 2, helicopter around. On that helicopter, you're working on pelvic stability. Keep those hips nice and still. Good, 2 more, 1 more each side. Last time here. That's it, hug the knees in, very nice. Let's take that ball out from under you and roll ourselves up to seated. We're now gonna take the ball in between our inner thighs here. Bring our feet nice and close to us and grab onto our outer shins. Shoulders away from the ears, toes are just lightly touching the ground. You're squeezing that ball scooping your abdominals out, and then we're just gonna find a balanced posture here. So float those toes off the floor. This may be where you stay today. If you feel comfortable, we can roll back to the shoulder blades, up and pause. Back to the shoulder blades, up and pause. Squeeze into that ball. 4 more here. Nice to feel like a kid sometimes. Last 2. And last time. Nice. Now up, find your balance position. Start to float those feet forward. Hands come behind the knees. And now we're in a little modified teaser. Now we're just gonna squeeze the ball and release. Squeeze and release. Hands can stay on the thighs or release forward. Squeeze, squeeze. 4 more here. 3. Last 2. Now place your right hand on your right thigh and just lift and lower your left arm. Careful. This is quite balancy. Nice. 4 more on this side. 3. Last 2. Other side. Here we go. Reach. Reach. Even weight through both sides of the pelvis. 4 more here. Last 2. Last time. We can alternate here. 1 and 2, or both arms up and down. Up and down. Just 4 more. Squeeze that ball. Last 2. And last time. Settle the feet. Remove that ball. Take your feet wide and your toes together for a second. Give yourself just a slight bit of a forward fold here. Release those hip flexors. Nice. Now when you're ready, you're going to take that ball right behind your sacrum. Tuck the tailbone under. Make sure you have a little support from that ball. Now bring your toes and your feet together, your knees hips distance apart, hands to the outer thighs. Tuck that tail. We're going to float 1 foot up and down, and the other foot up and down. Remember, you can always release those hands. That's it. 4 more here, nice and slow. And 3. Use your belly to pull that leg to the ceiling. Last 2. Last time. Adding on. Opposite arm lifts. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Good. 4, 3. Last 2. Last time. Very nice. Hands to the outer thighs. Squeeze those inner thighs together and then open them back out to the sides. Squeeze and open. Now every time you squeeze the inner thighs together, you're just going to lift the upper torso up a little bit off that ball. Low back is still pressing in. Feel free to release those arms. Nice wide collarbones here. That's it. 4 more here. 4, 3. Last 2. And last time. Sit it all the way up. Release that spine. Good. Let's roll all the way over onto our belly. So we're going to do a little bit of work for the back and then finish off with a little core blast. Okay. Bring that ball forward onto the mat. Hands on top of the ball. Feet are about the width of the mat, tailbone reaching towards the heels. Let's roll the ball towards us and away. So you get a decent little stretch through the abdominals here. A little bit of work in the back as you lift up and down. Nice. 4 more to come. Lift and reach and 3. Last 2. Last time. Good. Now come about halfway down. Let's move our right hand directly to the center of the ball and lift our left arm up and off. From here, we're going to reach up and back, up and forward, up and back, up and forward. Very similar to our abdominal exercise that we did in the beginning. That arm movement is very similar. Good. Last 4. And 3. Now keep both hip bones equally pushing into the mat. Last 2. Last time. Good. Take a moment. Adjust to the other side. Opposite hand is directly in the center. When you're ready, up and over. Up and back. Beautiful. Last 4. And 3. Mobilizing the shoulders. Last 2. And last time. Very nice job. Now, bring your forehead towards the mat. Maybe the forehead finds the mat. Ball between the hands. We're going to make a big circle of that ball over our back, up and over to the front, and over our back again. If you would rather have your head, neck, and chest lifted, that is a great option as well. Nice big circle with those arms. 4 more this direction. And 3. Good. Toes are still anchored into the mat. Last time. Let's reverse it. Over our head in the opposite direction. You should start to feel some heat in the shoulders. Good. Keep going. Nice. 4 more here. And 3. Good. Last time. Very nice job. Let's prop ourselves up off of our belly. Come to seated for one last round of abdominal work. So you're going to take your ball towards the end of your mat. You're going to place your heels on top of that ball. Right at the center. Reach long through the toes. Reach your hands forward of the shoulders. Grow tall through the spine. Now tuck your tailbone under. And let's roll ourselves all the way down onto the mat. Good. Make sure your heels still feel centered on that ball. Hands come back behind the head. From here, we're just going to pulse our head, neck, and chest up to the ceiling. Elbows reaching wide. Little exhales. 8, 7, 6. Last 4. Last 2. Now we're going to keep going, but just lift the left toes. Up, up, up. 4 more. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Lower the head down, switch out the feet, other foot lifts, little pulse up. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that foot down again. Switch to the other side. Beautiful job. Now we're going to slow our upper body down a little bit. As we lift up, we're going to take our lifted foot slightly across the other leg. Lift and cross. Lift and cross. Four more here. 3, 2, and 1. Slight change. Lift and roll the ball underneath your lifted leg. Just working that opposite oblique. Lift and roll under. Lift and roll under. Just 4 more here. And 3. And last time. Lower that down. We'll switch it out to the other side. Last round. Lift and cross the upper leg over the lower leg. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2. Slight change. Lift and roll the ball under. We're almost there, guys. Four more here. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice job. Remove your feet from that ball. One more time, roll over onto your belly. This time, elbows underneath the shoulders, hands planted firmly on the mat. Imagine your hands are pulling back towards you. Lift your torso forward and up and just feel a nice stretch through the abdominal wall. Good. Let's lower our ear to one side and roll the head around to the other. Relaxing any tension in the neck. Nice, one more each way. Good. Beautiful job. Lower the head, neck, and chest down. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders, and let's just sit back into a child's pose. Bring those hands forward. Shift the hips a little right and left. Good, and when you're ready, let's roll it all the way up. Find a comfortable seat. Good. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I truly do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed that abdominal workout. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications down below. If you have any comments or questions, do not hesitate to leave them down below as well. I'd love to hear what you thought of that workout and what you'd like to see next. Okay guys, thanks again so much for coming, and I will see you next time. Bye.